I request everyone who is standing at the back to take their seats. I request all the students kindly take your seats. The guests will be arriving very shortly. Maybe in a couple of minutes we'll be beginning the validity of NSRTC 2026. So please take your seats. guests, honorable dignitaries, they have arrived in the Vivekananda Auditorium. So, all the students there in the back, please take your seats. All the dignitaries and the distinguished guests, they have arrived in the Vivekananda Auditorium. Please take your seats in the back. Welcome to this valedictory session of third edition of the National Scientist Roundtable Conference. And Padma Shri Professor G.D. Yadav sir, former Vice Chancellor ICT Mumbai, please put a huge round of applause. I also welcome the guest of honor, Professor Ravi Raja N. Sitharam, Vice Chancellor of Chandigarh University. I welcome on stage Dr. Ashok Joshi, Chairman, NSRTC 2026 and Founding Director of Microlean Technologies, USA. I welcome on stage Dr. Prasad Khandekar, Co-Chairman of NSRTC 2026 and Chief Academic Officer. I welcome on stage Honorable Vice Chancellor Dr. Ravi Chitnis sir, all the co-conveners of NSRTC 2026, Professor Dr. Siddharth Chakrabarti Ji, Dean, School of Engineering and Sciences, Professor Dr. Anup Kale, Dean, School of Sciences and Environmental Studies, Professor Dr. Krishna Varade, Director, Doctoral Program, MIT WPU. I request all the distinguished guests to kindly take your seats. Thank you. Distinguished scientists, esteemed guests, faculty members, and brilliant minds. A very warm and pleasant good afternoon to you all. Over the last 3 days, this campus has served as a crucible of groundbreaking ideas, from reimagining our future with AI to pioneering advancements in sustainability and health sciences. As we draw the curtains on this extraordinary journey of intellectual exchange, it is my absolute honor to welcome you to the valedictory ceremony of the National Scientist Roundtable Conference 2026. Together, we have taken a monumental step towards shaping the blueprint for Viksit Bharat 2047. After 3 days of rigorous deliberations, intense brainstorming, and invaluable knowledge sharing, we are here to celebrate the success of this conference and acknowledge the brilliant contributions of our scientific community. First, I request all the participants to give a huge round of applause to the honorable dignitaries on the dais for being with us here for this valedictory function. But before we move forward, as per the 4 decades long tradition of MITES MIT World Peace University, let us begin our session with World Peace Prayer, a prayer which is beyond caste, creed, race, religion, a prayer which is created and penned down for the benevolent cause of world peace. So I request all the dignitaries to kindly rise in their seats, fold your hands, close your eyes, bring the image of your deity or mother or father in front of your eyes, and wholeheartedly participate in World Peace Prayer.
Om Namo Diyadya Veda Pratipadya Jaya Jaya Swasamvedya सेवातुति गणेषु सकलार्थमतिप्रकाशो म्हणे निवृत्तिदासो अवधारी बोधी गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुसाक्षात् परब्रह्मा तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
Thank you. Please take your seats. Friends, we all agree that science is not just an academic pursuit, but it is the primary engine driving India's transformation into a fully developed nation by its centenary year of independence, that is 2047. Together, the 5 thematic pillars of the NSRTC 2026 form the very launchpad that this will propel Bharat from a developing economy into a global, self-reliant superpower, that is Viksit Bharat 2047. As we move ahead, let's watch a few glimpses of NSRTC 2026 spread over 3 days. I request technical team to play the glimpses video. Please give a huge round of applause for this extraordinary achievement, for this extraordinary conference. Friends, the first edition in 2024 of NSRTC 24 saw 116 And the second edition in 2025, you saw 80 scientists, researchers, academicians, and scholars participating in this unique conference envisaged by its great founders. I take this opportunity to mention here, with a sense of pride and responsibility, that this third edition of NSRTC 2026 saw more than 80 scientists, researchers, and academicians taking part and sharing their knowledge and wisdom with our students and faculty members. To move ahead, I request Honorable Vice Chancellor of MIT World Peace University and the co-chairman of NSRTC 2026, Honorable Dr. Ravi Kumar Chitnis sir, to propose the welcome matters.
Good afternoon. What a great feeling when you see that students are on campus and hall is full on a Sunday afternoon. This never happens in India. So good clap to all of you. When I was very young, I used to teach, and then Sunday classes was very typical, and then lots of discussions and different kind of a generation, not the Z and Alpha. So I was quite anxious and lot of anxiety whether the hall will be full, but I was proved wrong by Dr. Bharat Chaudhary, Dr. Khandekar sir, Dr. Siddhartha Chakravarti, all the faculties of MIT. And with this word, let me welcome the two eminent researchers in this part of world. One is Dr. Sitaramanji, one is Dr. Ganpati Yadavji, Padma Shri. On behalf of Dr. Vishwanath Karad sir, who is a UNESCO Chair for Peace, Democracy and Human Rights for Asia, on behalf of Dr. Rahul Vishwanath Karad sir, who created so many platforms, and NSRTC is one of the international level platform for researchers, and especially young researchers. And on behalf of all trustee members, all 1,000 plus professors, 2,000 plus admin staff, and 26,000 and 52,000 stakeholders called parents, it gives me immense pleasure to welcome once again Dr. Ganpati Yadavji, Dr. Sitaramanji, and all the other dignitaries on the dais. I want to mention or make a special mention of Dr. Ashok Joshi, who travels 7 seas and like a young first year engineering student of MIT, he works tirelessly for n number of months, and want to share with both eminent guests and all the students that Dr. Ashok Joshi sir has more than 150 patents in name in United States of India. He is the chairman, so I cannot welcome him, but I want to express gratitude on behalf of all of you that we are grateful to you. And as Ganpati festival is coming faster in September, on the last day of the Ganesh festival, when we immerse idol of Ganeshji in river, we say Punara Gamana Yacha, please come again, God of wisdom, Ganesha. I see God of Ganesha in Ashok Joshi sir, so he's leaving after some time for United States. Flight is today evening, today night from Mumbai to Dallas and Dallas to Salt Lake City, one of the beautiful city where we had opportunity to travel to his universities there. So, Punara Gamna Yache, Dr. Ashok Joshi, Punhaya, Marathit Sangto, please come again. Humbly says he is not God of wisdom. But 150 patents in India would have got Padma Shri, Padma Vibhushan, but he's a US citizen, so he missed it, isn't it, Professor Danke sir? Yeah. So, last 3 days, we have seen that concurrent sessions in Chanakya building as well as inauguration session, we had none other than Professor M.M. Sharma. And I am thankful to all of them. And before I close, I want to say one thing to all of you, Generation Z and Generation Alpha, which I picked up from first speech of M.M. Sharma ji. थोड़ा याद कीजिए इसको बार बार, इस लाइन को. I picked it up. I am just transferring to you. He opened the dialogue. Professor sitting from my Ogle sir is there. There are two possibilities in innovation, invention, research or happenings. One is serendipity and second is accomplishment. What a great opening dialogue it was. Serendipity, he also gave some examples. I think it was Benzain or a couple of examples. I don't remember the examples. That on the way, idea comes and we think. And things happen and innovation takes place, something like Archimedes. But that is an accidental innovation, invention. But something different is accomplishment. That group of researchers working towards one idea, one path, one direction for a number of years. And then outcome is completely different. And Dr. Mashilkar built on that. If you remember, he said that Professor M.M. Sharma's tree, that means how many people did PhD and he guided directly and indirectly and research articles. 1,300 plus researchers is a tree of Dr. M.M. Sharma. Is that a serendipity or accomplishment? Needless to say, it's accomplishment. So today we resolved, my dear students, that we go the pathway of accomplishment. That means group work, hard work, coming together. There could be difference in the opinion, but still we are together because our final goal is only one, that we develop new things in this world and make it, second point of that is make it affordable to the younger generation. And third, discard it after some years and get a new research whereby people will be enthralled. And one of the example is yesterday's Skyroot company. All of you might have seen on WhatsApp video of Skyroot company, where young boys and girls ranging between 23 to 32, average age told by Mr. Chandana is 28, yesterday's speech, his dialogue with Mr. Prime Minister. The first time in the world, private aircraft has gone in the orbit 458 kilometers away from this gravity point. And this has never happened in this world. Some of you will raise hand and say that, like Skyroot, there are 6 companies in America, 5 companies in China, private companies, competitor to ISRO, 1 in New Zealand and 1 in India. What a big deal about yesterday's Skyroot. All the eminent personalities sitting here in first, second, third row and on dais will say that 6 companies from US, 5 companies from China, 1 company from New Zealand, we are the 4th country, failed multiple times. And we are the only country where the first attempt, 200% success. So that is a greatness to our Generation Z, Generation Alpha. With this word, once again, I welcome all the dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, also express gratitude. But I have shared with Dr. Ashok Joshi and Dr. Gadpati Yadav ji, whom I respect from bottom of heart, that from here to here, NSRTC, talk to students, talk to all the colleagues, 27 NSRTC, 28 NSRTC, 38 NSRTC, 100 years down the line, if someone sees from the top, from the heaven, all of us would be in heaven that time. What kind of NSRTC should happen here? If you can give us that direction, our young boys and girls will do miracles. Once again, thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Vande Mataram. I was not supposed to speak because many people have flight, but then suddenly I was asked. So whatever came to my heart, I have spoken for that. Hope you have liked it. If you have not liked it, please excuse me. Thank you. Dhanyavad.
We liked it and we should resonate with a huge round of applause for Honorable Vice Chancellor. Thank you so much for making us clear the difference between serendipity and accomplishment. Now we are inviting a very dynamic young man. Sir, let me introduce you. Please, sir. Thank you. So, in USA, his friends call him as Ashoka the Great. He is Dr. Ashok Joshi, Chairman of NSRTC 2026. Under his stewardship, the whole conference is happening. First, give him a huge round of applause. First, let me, please. Many of the audience probably don't know his accomplishments. He is founder of Microlink Technologies USA. He completed his PhD in material science from Northwestern University, USA. He is a highly accomplished technologist and global thought leader with over 150 issued US patents to his name, and notably he holds the landmark first patent for a lithium battery. Beyond core sciences, he is a dedicated philanthropist supporting 21 rural schools in India, establishing an institution for mentally challenged children in Y, Maharashtra, and championed women's grassroots empowerment through microloans. So as chairman of NSRTC 2026, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Ashok Joshi is the perfect personification of global innovation, a visionary who successfully bridges cutting-edge industrial leadership in the West with a deep-rooted commitment of bringing this translational, self-reliant science to the heart of Bharat. Please put your hands together and welcome the chairman of NSRTC 2026, Dr. Ashok Joshi.
Wow, that was something. Honorary dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, especially Professor Yadav and Professor Sitaram. So as a chairman, I really don't know what I did. I didn't do anything, first of all. I just had conversations with these people sitting here, our family basically, MIT family, headed by Dr. Bharat Chaudhary, even Professor Satish Ogle. We just used to have several meetings on Google, whatever, Google or Zoom or whatever. And I was just there to support them, that's all. And today is the result of this. Amazing result. So thank you. I see, one thing I see is that today the attendance is so huge compared to inauguration ceremony. No? I wonder why. We were looking a lot better on the inauguration ceremony. And so you missed us completely. Huh? Classes were going on simultaneously. So thank you for coming to at least this valedictory session. I am really moved by making me chairman and giving me this honor. I have to tell Dr. Chitnis one thing. After 150 patents or anything, yes, I don't know whether I deserve Padma Shri or Padma Bhushan or anything, but United States gave me the highest honor It's called Industrial Research Institute, where America's all Fortune 500 CEOs honored me, giving me the Lifetime Achievement Award. I think it is better than Nobel Prize, because as a small entrepreneur in Salt Lake City, these Fortune 500 CEOs coming together and honoring me, that was really amazing. I was so moved that I wouldn't get out of my house for 10 days. Anyway, thank you so much. But one thing I want to tell you, if you want to use my patents for commercialization, go ahead, use it. I give you free access to them. That's one. Second, I do have lots of contacts in US, especially for these young people here. Contact me. I'm telling you, if you have an entrepreneurial mind, just send me your idea. I'll check in the United States whether there is an opportunity or not. And that's the best thing I can do, is take your ideas, see how what's the market for it, and then guide you to commercialize it. And I have a team in US who can look at it, your ideas, very quickly. So do that. Please do it, because we want to increase India's GDP. And if you do that GDP, the quality of that GDP is better than what Mr. Ambani can do. I mean, that's the way it is. Yesterday I told that Mr. Dongre is developing technologies in a rural area. I said, this is fantastic. Do this. So thank you again, really, for giving me this honor. And I would like to do something, so please contact me. Thank you.
I think we need a larger round of applause, especially from students as well, that he offered that he will be available for everyone and anyone. Thank you very much. And now, as per the 4 decades of my tradition, I request Honorable Vice Chancellor, Honorable CEO, Honorable Conveners, Co-Conveners, Co-Chairman to kindly felicitate our dignitaries. So I request first, kindly felicitate our chief guest of today's program, Padma Shri Professor G.D. Yadav sir, former Vice Chancellor of ICT Mumbai. I request all the chairman, co-chairman to kindly join the felicitation. Please continue the applause, friends, because we are so fortunate to have Professor G.D. Yadav sir with us today. Thank you so much. Now I request to felicitate Professor Ravi Raj and Sitaram, Vice Chancellor of Chandigarh University. I request Honorable VC, Honorable CEO, Dr. Ashok Joshi sir. Yes. A much more rousing applause, friends. Thank you so much. I request all the dignitaries to kindly take your seats. Thank you. Esteemed guests, distinguished colleagues, and bright young scholars. It's my privilege now to open the poster and project award ceremony of NSRTC 2026. Today we honor the finest poster and project presentations across the four broad themes of this NSRTC 2026 conclave, each reflecting creativity, rigor, and societal relevance. These awards symbolizes not just recognition of individual achievement, but the collective spirit of inquiry that drives our scientific community. As we celebrate the winners, let us also acknowledge their mentors and peers whose guidance shaped their contribution. May these awardees and may these awards inspire every participant to continue advancing knowledge and innovation with passion and purpose. Friends, there were total 60 posters, presentations, and 20 project displays, most of them as team presentations based on the four broad themes. First, reimagining future with AI. Second, materials, energy, and sustainability. Third, emergent device technologies. And the fourth one, new biology and health sciences. So let us begin first with the winners from poster presentations. There are 3 winners, first, second, third, from each broad theme. The prize money is ₹5,000 plus certificate for the first winner. For the second, it's 3,000 plus certificate, and for the third, it is 2,000 plus certificate. So I will announce now, one by one, the theme and their winners, starting from the third, then second, and then the first one. So I think a lot of acupuncture work you have to do today. Please keep your class for the next 10 minutes as we celebrate these real heroes of this conference. So first we begin with the theme number 1, reimagining future with AI. And for that, for the third prize, for the project, an AI-based protection scheme for integrated smart grid and microgrid systems, I welcome Manisha Mohanwani to come here and accept the third prize for this theme, reimagining future with AI. Yes, please put your hands together for Manisha Mohanwani. Till the time I read the number second. Multi-object detection and tracking for traffic surveillance using deep learning. And the second prize goes to Roshna Devi Jai Singh Sabkar. For the first one, multimodal drone detection using RF signals and vision-based deep learning. And we have the winners, Antara Kumari, Amandeep Singh, and Chaitanya Patwari. I request all these winners to kindly come up on the stage. Again, I repeat, Antara Kumari, Amandeep Singh, and Chaitanya Patwari, the winners for this theme, reimagining future with AI. For the theme, materials, energy, and sustainability, I begin with third prize goes to Sahil Jadhav for his experimental investigation on the effectiveness of graphene as a nano admixture in M25, M30, and M35 concrete. Yes, the second prize goes to Atharva Joshi for his poster of semi-targeted metabolite profiling from marigold flowers for developing nutraceuticals, seasonal variation, and green extraction. Yes, prize number 1, the winner is Atharva Joshi is there, but Okay. Okay, so please felicitate the mentor for this second poster prize. Atharva Joshi, the mentor of Dr. Nitya Kuttiji, thank you so much for receiving on behalf of Atharva Joshi. And the first prize for the theme goes to Amar Shitore for development of sustainable concrete. First prize. Yes, he is coming there. Please put your hands together. Huge applause. If you keep clapping, your acupressure points will give you great vigor, energy, health. Thank you. Thank you so much. Now for the theme, Emergent Device Technologies, the third prize goes to Tanishka Gadevar for IoT-enabled fault detection and localization in rural power distribution networks using machine learning. The second prize goes to Netravati Kachimat for computational and fluorescence approach for development of a biosensor for detection of Pseudomonas syringe. Yes. Please give a huge round of applause for Netravati Kachimat. The second prize for the theme, Emergent Device Technologies. And the first prize goes to Pradnya Vishram Kulkarni for IoT-enabled vertical NFT hydroponic system with automated nutrient dosing and disease detection with XAI for sustainable urban farming. May I request the mentor for Pragya Vishram Kulkarni to kindly take the winning prize on behalf of Pragya Kulkarni. Is there a mentor? Okay. So I go to the last theme. This is New Biology and Health Sciences. The third prize goes to Simran Singh from Water to Table. Microplastic contamination in commercially consumed freshwater fish, aquaculture, and estimated dietary exposure in Pune, India. Yes, thank you. The second winner is Anjum Saha for the poster Isolation and Characterization of Potential Probiotic Microorganisms from Palmyra palm fruit and evaluation of their antimicrobial activities. And the first position for this New Biology and Health Sciences poster competition is Shutija Kharade, harnessing the dual therapeutic potential of Pterospermum acidifolium, I'm very hard to read even, for management of breast cancer progression and metastasis. Thank you. And now finally for the project exhibition competition results. These were conducted on 18 July. For the project, the third prize goes to the team leader and members, Aryan Rai and his team, for the title of the project, AI-powered browser, an AI-powered productivity-focused web browser built on a customized Gecko engine. It features an integrated persistent sidebar with Kanban boards and to-do list, alongside an intelligent AI copilot that handles web search, page analysis, and cloud synchronized data. Aryan Rai and his team. For the project, the second prize goes to Gayatri Gondarkar and team for Steady Hands. The project is Steady Hands, an intelligent iPad OS application designed to help individuals with hand tremors regain confidence while writing and drawing. Using personalized tremor analysis and real-time feedback with Apple Pencil, it improves motor precision and control to empower independent creativity. Huge round of applause for Gayatri Gondarkar and her mother. Okay. So mother is receiving the award on behalf of Gayatri Gondarkar. A huge round of applause for this. Thank you. And now the winner for the project competition, prize number 1, goes to Soham Shrikant Joshi and team for the project experimental analysis of dual PCM compartment vapor chamber for avionics cooling. An innovative vapor chamber using dual phase change materials to enhance passive cooling for fighter aircraft electronics. It prevents overheating and liquid dry-out during intense flight maneuvers, cutting thermal resistance by even up to 50%. Please put your hands together for a huge round of applause for Soham Joshi and his team. The first prize for the project. Thank you. Now I request all our dignitaries to kindly take your seats. Thank you so much. As we move ahead, friends, one of the visionary of this conference, NSRTC 2026, our beloved Executive President, Dr. Rahul V. Karad sir, due to his engagements, he couldn't participate physically. But what a leader is he. In India, he is known for many of his massive, first of their kinds initiatives made by NLC, made by now LTC, made by Bharatiya Chhatra Sansad, National Teachers Congress, Women's Parliament, Rashtriya Sarpanch Sansad, and many more. One of such projects is Life Transformation Center, through which students go life realization program for 7 days, no mobiles, and so that they can unplug from the, not only from the devices, but from their own outer engagements, and so that they can turn inwards. So I request technical team to show a short film on Life Transformation Center.
आज का युवा एक अजीब विडंबना में जी रहा है। उपभोक्तावाद, कैरियर, सोशल मीडिया का दबाव, इन सब के बीच वह बाहर से तो चमकदार दिखता है, पर भीतर थका हुआ, उलझा हुआ और कई बार अकेला। अच्छी नौकरी, अच्छी छवि, अच्छी सफलता पाने की चाह में वह लगातार दौड़ रहा है, लेकिन इस दौड़ में उसका मन टूटता है, आत्मविश्वास डगमगाता है और जीवन का असली अर्थ कहीं खो जाता है। कई युवा अनजाने ही चिंता, अवसाद और बेचैनी के दायरे में घिर जाते हैं, क्योंकि उन्हें अपने भीतर लौटने का अवसर ही नहीं मिलता। इसी टूटन को संभालने, इसी दूरी को पाटने और युवाओं को अपने वास्तविक स्वरूप से दोबारा जोड़ने का सपना देखा डॉक्टर राहुल विश्वनाथ कराड ने। लाइफ ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन सेंटर LTC के माध्यम से इस सोच की प्रेरणा उन्हें अपने दार्शनिक पिता प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर विश्वनाथ कराड और कवि हृदय माता स्वर्गीय उर्मिलाताई कराड के जीवन मूल्यों से मिली, जहाँ शिक्षा का अर्थ सिर्फ कैरियर नहीं बल्कि चरित्र, संतुलन और संवेदनशीलता है। एलटीसी के 5 अनुभव युवाओं को अंदर से बदलने के लिए बनाए गए हैं। मिट्टी और प्रकृति के बीच बिताया गया समय उन्हें सिखाता है कि जीवन उतावलापन नहीं, धैर्य का नाम है। खेल और फिटनेस उन्हें उनकी भूली हुई ऊर्जा फिर से मिलाता है। टीम वर्क और नेतृत्व उन्हें अहंकार से निकालकर सहयोग की ताकत समझाते हैं। सच्ची देशभक्ति उन्हें अपने देश, अपनी जड़ों और अपनी पहचान से जोड़ती है, और अध्यात्म उन्हें भीतर की शांति से मिलवाता है, जो आज के दौर में सबसे दुर्लभ है। लाइफ रियलाइजेशन प्रोग्राम से उत्पन्न अनुभवों के बीच विद्यार्थी धीरे धीरे बदलते हैं। उनके भीतर की उलझनें सुलझने लगती हैं, आवाजें शांत होती हैं और सोच गहरी होती है। वे खुद को सिर्फ बाहर से नहीं, भीतर से भी समझने लगते हैं।
घर पे सब कुछ बेहद आसानी से मिल जाता है, यहाँ पे सब कुछ खुद करना है। तो वो सारे टीचिंग्स के लिए काफी थैंकफुल हूँ मैं कि MIT ने हमें यहाँ पे लाया और ये मौका दिया कि हम सब कुछ नया एक्सपीरियंस कर सकें।
यहाँ से मैं मोटिवेशन लेके आ रहा हूँ कि हाँ मैं टाइम पे पहुँच सकता हूँ जहाँ मुझे बोला जाए, और जो भी मुझे दिया जाए मैं वो कर सकता हूँ।
जब ये कार्यक्रम पूरा होता है तो युवाओं के चेहरे पर एक नई चमक होती है, भीतर से आने वाली। उनमें एक नया दृष्टिकोण जन्म ले चुका होता है। अब वे सिर्फ कैरियर नहीं देखते, वे दिशा भी देखते हैं। सिर्फ नौकरी नहीं, उद्देश्य भी देखते हैं।
एक बहुत ही अच्छी अपॉर्चुनिटी है जो मेरे कॉलेज ने मुझे दी है, और मैं बहुत खुश हूँ कि मैं यहाँ पे आई, मैंने इतनी सारी मेमोरीज बनाई। When I did agriculture, I went to the field and I saw what farmers go through every day just to make grains to our plate. I was really grateful, I was really thankful.
उनका आत्मविश्वास स्थिर होता है, निर्णय सशक्त होते हैं, और पेशेवर जीवन में उनका प्रदर्शन कहीं अधिक आत्मविश्वासपूर्ण और संतुलित हो जाता है। अंत में वे सिर्फ यही महसूस नहीं करते कि वे बदल चुके हैं, वे यह पहचान लेते हैं कि उनके भीतर हमेशा से एक उजला, सक्षम, साहसी व्यक्तित्व था। बस अब वह एलटीसी के माध्यम से जाग रहा है।
A huge round of applause, friends, for this motto connecting soul to the soil. And now we are coming to that part of the program where we are going to receive the words of wisdom from two honorable guests. Our guest of honor for today's program, Professor Raviraj N. Sitharam. He is Honorable Vice Chancellor of Chandigarh University. He holds an MSc and PhD from Bangalore University. He completed his prestigious postdoctoral fellowships at Mount Allison University, Canada, and the Albert Einstein College of Medicine, New York. He is a highly distinguished scientist with over 18 years of research experience, specializing in biotherapeutics, stem cell research, regenerative medicine, 3D bioprinting, and nanobiotechnology. Honorable guest is today speaking on the topic Global Scientific Vision for India and Europe. So please put your hands together and welcome with a round of applause Honorable guest of honor today, Professor Raviraj N. Sitharam.
Thank you for the kind introduction. Very good afternoon to all of you. Looking at the August gathering and the third edition of the National Scientists Roundtable Conference, I am overwhelmed with joy. The university which upholds science and spirituality, bringing a lot of Padma awardees, bringing successful entrepreneurs from USA, bringing a lot of resource persons from all over the country, and giving a lot of education and the latest scientific inventions of various sectors to the students, I was told about 60% of the audience here are students. I'm really very happy to be here and address all of you. First of all, I'm really grateful that I got an opportunity to visit this university for the first time. The creation of Revered Professor Dr. Vishwanath Kharad has gone to this level. I had no imagination looking at it from a far distance, which is ably now taken forward by his son, the executive president, Dr. Rahul Kharad ji. My respect to both of them. And also, we have Padma Shri awardee, Professor G.D. Yadav, the great man who had a vision of green chemistry before the entire world started shouting on a loudspeaker that we need to work on this. He's a trendsetter, and now it is one of the hot topics in order to save this Mother Earth, in order to have this sustainability. The importance of green chemistry is becoming bigger day by day, and we have such an eminent person with us. And I'm really thankful that this entire NSRTC is being chaired by Dr. Ashok Joshi. I didn't know much about him earlier, and when I came to know that I have to share the dais with him, I was researching a little bit with him. And I had developed some respect for him, but whatever I had developed, that really became multifold when I heard what he spoke today. I have never heard anybody so far saying that you can freely use my patents. Isn't it a great statement? That too not Indian patents, US patents. You can freely use it. I know I have been involved in developing patents, licensing the technologies to other companies when I was in corporate. I have a patent in my name which is granted in about 18 countries. But these corporates and the people who hold the patents, nobody I have never heard coming forward and saying that you can freely use it for developing further products. Hats off to you, sir. And also the next thing is people development. That is a criteria of a leader, saying that I can use my connections to help you guys. Great statement, sir. And then we have all other people who have gathered here, who have given a lot of knowledge to all the students and delegates over the last 3 years. Really very thankful to you. In the next few minutes, I would like to talk a little bit on the grand vision for India and Europe, how this science has to flourish. I was wondering why this topic was told to me. Why not India and USA? Why not India and Australia, India and Japan? Why somebody has put some brain behind giving me a topic that we should talk a little bit about the grand scientific vision between India and Europe. Then I realized it took a little bit of time. Why is this required? So, over-dependency on muscle-flexing neighbors, dependency on deteriorating leaderships of the certain countries, dependency on protectionism, and only looking at that country's growth and changing views every day, sometimes multiple times in a day. We need to come out of all these conditionings. We need a stable partner. Who can be that stable partner? The European bloc. That bloc, having about 450 million people, can be a very good partner for 1.4 billion people who are thriving to take the scientific discovery to the next level. If you look at our country today, we are spending about 0.65% of our GDP into R&D, which is actually, if you look at the absolute amount, it is a little higher amount because we have a lot of population here. But if you look at the GDP percentage, I think it is very minuscule compared to the other countries which are racing. For example, in US, it is about 3.4%. In the Europe, it's about 2.5%. And Israel heads the race by about 5.56% of the GDP spent on R&D. South Korea is not very much behind, about 5% of the GDP. Where are we? We are 0.65% the GDP spent on R&D. It is not to blame anybody. It is a wake-up call. Like Swami Vivekananda's vibration is felt on this campus. Arise, awake, and stop not until you reach your goal. I think as a country, we have to wake up to the challenge and collaborate with the stable partners to see that we reach the goal. Again, alone we may not be able to reach the goal. You may ask why we need the partnership of European countries or European bloc. Why can't we do it alone? Probably we'll be able to do, but you have to look at the time horizon. For everything, there is a time value. What we'll be able to do in 10 years, I think we'll be able to do it in 2 to 3 years if we have a stable partner. I'm not saying that we should only partner with Europe. There will be very good partner in other countries also, as long as they work in the premises of mutual development. The slogan, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, is very good in talking in the national international forums, G20 forums. But what is the essence behind that? What is the word that comes behind it in the Mahopanishad? Udara Charitanantu Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. There is no point in being very good to the person who will exploit you. That person also have to have the Udara Charita or broad-mindedness. Then only it is in the same premises, same terms and conditions. When these people come together, that can develop the entire nation. That's why we need to look for those partners who will not only say Udara Charitanantu Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, and they literally follow this one earth, one family, and one future principle. Now, looking at the Innovation Index of India, you know that we are doing a lot of progress. In 2025, our number is 38 in the globe. And the way you analyze it, we can have pat on our back, we are doing great, we are progressing well in the last 5 years, 10 years, but that is not going to help us. We have to be a literally be a little critical what we are doing. 38 position, what is our neighbor doing? Neighbor has already gone into the 10th position, displacing Germany in 2025. So it is not how fast I am running compared to the people who want to really compete with us, not collaborate with us. These are very important things. So that's the reason that we need to run more faster with the collaborators who will support us. And I really think that European bloc and entire Europe is good. And the example for that, the recent free trade agreement that has been formulated, finalized, where 97% of the goods will come under the free trade agreement. When people start trading together, working together, talking together, many things will automatically come under that actually. The technology and trade agreement that is being finalized will have a lot of understanding between both countries to work on several segments of the scientific discovery. Unfortunately, in some of the areas we started a little late. Take the space science, for example. Started in 1960s, started in a very small way. The first sounding rocket components were carried on the back of the bicycle. Components of certain other things were carried on the bullock cart. And very, mere beginning. But look at what we have done. Some of the technologies or cryogenic technologies were not shared by the West. We did it and we did it alone, and we successfully landed on the south pole of the moon. That means it is possible for us to do anything. But we also need to, protect this for a long time. Now I was really unhappy to see that every third day, one of the accomplished ISRO scientists is leaving ISRO and going to the private sector. We have now more than 400 startups in the space sector which are attracting these scientists with more salary and perks and all those things. So we really need to see that our scientific supremacy in the areas that we have developed will still prevail. And if you go to AI is the buzzword. AI is like electricity now. There is no area where AI has not gone. Again started the first AI summit, which started in Bletchley Park in UK in 2023, mainly to work on the safety side of it. Went to Korea to look at the inclusivity, democratization of the entire AI. Then went to the France for the third AI summit, mainly to look into the action of the AI, that is Action Summit, and came to New Delhi in 2026, AI Impact Summit, what impact it can create. And again, we'll go to next year to Switzerland, to Geneva, to have with the theme AI for good, because the theme is selected in such a way because people are aware that AI can do a lot of damage. Being the Vice Chancellor of a large university where we have about 40,000 students on the campus, the very question student asks, sir, when we graduate in 2030, do we have the jobs or AI will take these jobs? I always tell, be agile, we will give you best of the knowledge to acquire necessary knowledge required at that time. Don't only depend on what we give you, we will prepare you to get the best from wherever is available. And because about 40 to 50% of the job titles that are going to come up in 2030 are not known today. That's why we cannot exactly prepare you for that, but we can give you a framework where you will succeed. You will really tackle those challenges. That's what we say. Take any other field for that matter. Pharmaceutical sciences, biotechnology. We need the assistance of the European bloc. Although we are pretty good in producing the pharmaceutical drugs, in the volume we are third in the world, in the value we are 11th in the world. There is a large gap because less than 10% of the drugs that we produce are patented drugs from India or innovative drugs. There's a lot of money required there too and a lot of collaboration required there too. Although we produce 60 to 70% of the vaccine doses required by the entire world, although we are known for giving a lot of doses, 300 million doses of COVID vaccines to 100 plus countries, most of it was free of cost. We have shown the world what we are capable of doing. It is not enough. We need the collaboration of European countries. European bloc had put aside a lot of money for Horizon 2020, the entire ambitious project that was carried out between 2014 and 2020. That phase is over. Now, Horizon Europe project with 93.5 billion euros has been set aside. And India will be a part in collaborating with US, in collaborating with Europe to develop many novel technologies in the emerging field. The disruption in the supply chain, no chips coming, we cannot manufacture this, that. These are really, the roadblocks or pebbles in the shoes when we want to run really fast. We really need to, reduce these dependencies on single countries or a couple of countries. So that's why the collaboration with this block is very, very important. But not only that, the critical minerals area, any important area you take, the quantum mission, we really need their collaboration where collaboration is in equal terms. Going back to the history, from black pepper to the blockchain, we have a long history of working with the European countries. From New Delhi to Newport, from Bangalore to Brussels, from Mumbai to Munich, from Pune to Paris, from Kotre to Copenhagen, we can flourish the relationships with various counterparts of European countries. But we need to decide the terms and conditions and the areas and the entire governance of these projects. Looking at the mindset of people, it has to be the same premises. Udara Charitanam. They need to really want to help each other. If you look at the happiness index, countries or even the developed countries are deteriorating in the happiness index. A little bit on that. There is a molecule that was discovered by the scientists in Israel way back in early 1990s. That molecule is being produced by the body, and that is supposed to give the bliss, wow factor, happiness. For the first time it was discovered. They wanted to give a name to that molecule, went into Greek and Latin, Hebrew and Hispanic to give the right name to that. They didn't get a name. They turned to Sanskrit and coined it as Anandamide. Sir, Anandamide was the name derived from the Sanskrit Ananda, talking about the bliss. What will it do? It will produce, what is this molecule Anandamide? This is an endocannabinoid. My dear youth, I'm a Vice Chancellor of a state which is in Punjab, where a lot of law and order issues are there, rampant use of the substances that should not be used. Why? Because they want to have the bliss factor from outside. This is the country from time immemorial, it knew how to produce the bliss factor within the endocannabinoids. The source is within. You may ask, how do we produce it? What does it do? Then scientists went deeper. When people have peace of mind, contentment, satisfaction, gratitude, automatically these factors will go up. Since the discovery of this anandamide in early 1990s, now we have more than 20 such endocannabinoids that are capable of producing within the body. How do we make it on-demand machinery to produce the bliss factor so that you are happy? Given a choice, whether you want to be happy or unhappy, all of us want to be happy, isn't it? How to be happy? We need to produce endocannabinoids. We have to take our mental faculty into our control, which has been told by Patanjali. Yamana, yama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dhyana, dharana, samadhi. All these things will lead to this, not anywhere, as it is high science that we have done earlier, but we don't have enough scientific evidence to prove this. I think we need to move towards that. The neurotransmitters and the mental health will be one of the major challenges in the coming years. There is a lot of scope for Europe and India to work together. There are many areas like this. I really don't want to give a long speech because I am in between you and nice lunch, or some of you may be traveling. So what I want to say, let us make use of this opportunity, great opportunity that has been given to us by both governments, the European bloc and India, to work together. Let us make use of it when we march towards the Viksit Bharat in 2047. All of us should be enjoying this great partnership that is flourishing now. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you very much, sir. A huge round of applause for Professor Ravi Raja Sitharaman. In India, the Vedas proclaim that Sa Vidya Ya Vimukta. That means education is that which liberates. And thank you very much for connecting us with black paper to blockchain technologies and all the factors related with collaboration. Thank you so much, sir. And now we are coming to that part of our program for which all of us are eagerly waiting. I'm going to introduce you to a person with enormous credentials, chief guest of this valedictory session, NSRTC 2026, Padma Shri Professor G.D. Yadav sir. He is a former Vice Chancellor of Institute of Chemical Technology, Mumbai. Currently, he is President of the Indian Chemical Society and the Indian Institute of Chemical Engineers. And he is also Fellow of the World Academy of Sciences, Fellow of Indian National Science Academy, Fellow of Royal Society of Chemistry, UK, Fellow of Institution of Chemical Engineers, UK. He is conferred the Padma Shri in 2016 for his monumental contributions to science and engineering. He holds the rare distinction of being a fellow of all national science and engineering academies in India. I think for this only he deserves a huge round of applause. A rare distinction, a fellow of all national science and all engineering academies in India. Also, he is an elected international member of both the US National Academy of Engineering and the Canadian Academy of Engineering. He is a global authority on green chemistry, industrial catalysis, nanotechnology and sustainability. He is one of the most prolific engineering scientists in Indian history, having authored hundreds of original research papers, filed over 100 plus patents, and supervised more than 100 plus PhD scholars. In fact, I have the exact numbers, and that is PhDs 117, MTech 164, and postdocs 52 as a single supervisor. Research papers 577, granted patents 39, consultant to industry for last 45 years, technology transfer 4, independent director of 9 listed companies. The list goes on and on. 150 plus prestigious awards. So I will read only a few of them. Bharat Ratna Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Award for Science and Technology. Shastra C.N.R. Rao Award for Excellence in Chemistry and Material Science, Saptarshi Nagarjuna Award by Hindu Research Foundation, Eminent Engineer Award by Engineering Council of India, Rasayan Maharatna by Indian Chemical Society, and maybe we say last but not the least, and that is he has a profound passion for Sanskrit, Vedic etymology and poetry. Not only that, he himself penned the song for, or the prayer for the ICT Mumbai. So please welcome with a huge round of applause, none other than Padma Shri Professor G.D. Yadav.
Namaskar. Distinguished personalities on the dais. Let me start with Dr. Ashok Joshi, who has been doing this for the last 3 years, and I've been there every year. Professor Chitnis, Professor Sitaram, Professor Bharat Chaudhary, Professor Chakravarti, Dr. Khandekar, and other distinguished members on the dais, and ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what to say because so many things have been said, but I will give you some piece of advice and also should tell what should be done. We are looking at India, that is Bharat, as the place where new things are going to happen in this century. We are aspiring to be either number 3 or number 2 nation in the world by the time when we celebrate our 100 years of independence. And education is the most important part of it. It cannot be done without educating our youth, right sort of education, Indian knowledge systems and whatnot. So we want to have, the numbers can vary depending on the source. $30 trillion economy in today's value. I don't know the inflation will go and what that number will be, but $30 trillion, we are only $4.2 trillion our economy right now. To achieve that, at least 5 states from India must have an income of $5 trillion economy. 5 trillion, that's not a small number, it's a very big number, and every state has to do it, not just the progress happens in some pockets and other places it doesn't happen. So we have very big challenge. And one of the things which I have been professing for a number of years now is that our education system is not making individuals as free thinkers, which we like. In science and technology, or whether humanities and other aspects of life, are we making really free thinkers? That is number one. Number two, is the present pattern of semester system is really hopeless for a country like India. Very hopeless. I'm against it. I'm telling you why. Because the students are there in the classroom maybe for 10 months, 5 months semester. 2 months they are literally whiling away their time. The age group 16 to 25 is very bad. You pick up all good habits or bad habits, mostly bad habits, because your mind is not kept engaged. So these youngsters must be kept engaged. The best way is to have a trimester system, where 4 months term, and every alternate term the student goes to industry or maybe some other place where he is paid. When you are free internship, nothing happens. You get a piece of paper where the management says he has completed his term, and we know it is how bogus it is. So instead of that, if we have a paid internship where at least 5,000 rupees per month are paid to the student, he will be happy to work. And these young minds are very innovative. I saw that during this conference. So what you do, every alternate term, the student should go to industry. They will develop liking for the profession. They can also be participant in changing the syllabus, but the syllabus has to be vibrant. When they come back to the classroom, they will say, sir, what you are teaching is outdated. This is no good. We must change our syllabus. It has to be a vibrant syllabus, not fixed. Universities have a fixed pattern. They don't change anything. They don't change anything. Since US is an university, which is a university rather with so many different courses, you can take the first step. I did it myself before even the NAP started. In 2018, when ICT Mumbai was declared as a Category 1 institute along with few IITs, and I was allowed to open a campus outside Mumbai, including abroad, first thing I did is that this was announced on 10th of February 2018. On 18th of March, I opened up my campus in Bhubaneswar, 100% supported by Indian Oil Corporation.
This is the only example in independent India where the entire expenses are paid by, through CSR, corporate social responsibility, by a company. 800 crore they, and first lot they released 100 crore. So I could establish very good research centers and all. And so, this is what is required. And then also I started executive MTech program where the executive comes to the institute for 2 months, other 2 months he goes back, like that in 2 years. And IIT Kharagpur became my partner because I told them, and in fact I used their facilities, and because they had an empty campus there. So then, similar thing, government of Maharashtra said, others said, why are you not doing for Maharashtra? I said, yes, give me 400 crore and 200 acres land. Believe me, then I wrote a proposal which was 397 crore, and they gave me 397 crore and 203 acres of land. This is rare, This is rare. In the case of IOC, I went to the board of governors and directors and said, please do it, and they did it. They said, if you are there, we'll do it. So, and then I said, let us have this trimester system. So class is divided into 2 batches, A and B. A and B batches are there in the semester 1. Semester 2, 1 batch goes to the industry, another remains in the classroom, and they alternate. So in the 15th, they have 15 trimesters, dual degree, BTech, MTech. They have major, minor, and also they get 6 different industries experience, which is 2 years. So, and they get paid. Some of the students get paid 30,000 rupees per month. Just imagine, so education becomes free, they love the industry, otherwise what is happening now? Everybody wants to be MBA. They don't do the engineering or management, they will leave it and just immediately go for IIM, which is sad. Actually, government should not allow them. They should say at least 3 years you work in industry before you go to MBA. They will love the industry. They will know firsthand. And then only they should be allowed. I'm not against that management, but I'm saying they must have industrial experience. That is not happening. And, CSR money, corporate social responsibility, we are 2%. It is not tax deductible, it is compulsory. So that was a great gift by the government, 2% CSR. I'm saying make it 3% and spend extra 1% on higher education. In that 0.2% on internship, higher education, give it to all universities, colleges. It need not be only IITs, That is not the idea. It should be all universities, all higher education where they will invest that money on research and innovation. We are, Professor Sitaram said 0.65, we are 0.69. China is spending 2%. We are not doing anything. So we cannot catch China, and we are the most populous country now. So we have to have this liberal policy, 3%, extra 1%, and that should be given. And people are ready to give. They deserve. Nobody said no to me when I went to ask for money. I collected 1,800 crore for ICT. Not even one person said, sir, we will not give. They said, sir, we will give me idea. So that is what is required. That is what is required for. I also further believe, many people talk about it. I believe that women's, ladies, or girls' education rather should be free till PhD. Why am I saying that? It does not mean all girls will become PhD. They will have an avenue to go to the next level. Their parents cannot stop them at the age of 18 or 20, and they said, okay, we'll get you married. Because in our system, the girls are most discriminated. Paraya dhan, right? Why educate the girl? She will get married and go to her husband's place, which is a sad thing. So if we have this system where girls are educated free, they will go to college. Maybe those who qualify, they go for masters and then PhD. maybe postdoc. In that, their manageable age also increases. Societal advantage. Population is automatically controlled. And another thing is, I'm not saying it as a joke, another thing is they will find their own life partner. When they are, yeah, right, automatically all this discrimination will go. I'm sure some of you are like that in this audience. You found your own life partner in the college. If you are married up in the high school, you would have never found it. So this is another advantage, societal advantage, which will change the country, and this is required. Another interesting thing which I observed, because I'm going to talk about that, is that we only want government to do research and innovation. No, private sector must invest in research and innovation. You know Langmuir? Langmuir, you have heard about Langmuir. Langmuir was employed by IBM and he was a Nobel laureate. Okay? George Wola was employed by industry before he went to academia. So this is not that only government should invest, industry should also invest. Industry should have the best of the research centers. And in the trimester system, another advantage, you can recruit people as adjunct professors from America. In America, they have only 9 months salary, right? Dr. Joshi. They don't get salary for 3 months. They have to earn on their own, either go to industry or get affiliated. They can be called as adjunct professor to India. Why not? We must welcome our expatriates, or even otherwise also, others. They can come here for 4 months. That is also possible if we have, and in this case, only the professors will teach only 2 terms, not 3 terms. 3rd term is free. The person can go to industry, spend time, get affiliated, get ideas. On industry, people can also come, conversely, okay? That is all possible if we adopt trimester system. Our students will benefit. Everything will be, great for the country, because that otherwise 2047 will be only talking about becoming Viksit. Unless policies are changed, it will not happen. And now I will tell you a little bit of our dichotomy. See, 2047, $30 trillion economy, that means what is required? Research, innovation, education, everything is required. No, Dr. Joshi, thank you. He has to catch a flight.
Thank you.
Thank you. So, if we want to be really a great nation by 2047, many things are required. Like one of the things I said, industry participation in research and innovation. There are great many things which are done by ANRF and all those things. But at the same time, industry must participate. Industry must identify talent. And in your own case, right now we announced so many names. Only few people came to take it looks very bad. My suggestion to you that next year when you do it, tell those guys at least 5-6 hours before that you are going to get an award. Don't tell the name of the award or whatever, come. Very recently I was inducted into the Canadian Academy of Engineering, became the first Indian person to do that. They told me well in advance, Dr. Yadav, please book your ticket. We are not going to announce, but you please book your ticket and we'll announce it on 15th of May. But they told me on 15th of April that please book your ticket. And then on 15th of May, they announced that I'm inducted. So I became the first Indian. So I went there, so I had booked. So this war, otherwise the tickets would have been very, very expensive. So why not do that? Secondly, we are telling round table. And we have invited great many people. Why not have those great many people, 1 or 2 people, and a group of students who are interested in that research, and there is a round table where they can tell their story of success. And the young minds will understand why they are, because, you see, I will always say I gave a great lecture, but nobody is interested. because people are interested in their own problem to be solved. So in the round table, you may have maybe 40, 50 round table small conferences where students and interested faculty from your university or maybe from other universities, they come, pose their questions, and that will be a wonderful dialogue. And that you should publish later. Okay? You will feel happy. You and I, because I've been helping in organizing, I will also, oh, we got so many great people. But you will ask the student, they say, oh, I could not attend it because I was attending something else. So this is the real thing where the beneficiary will be the students and faculty members of your university. Maybe you are generous. Call somebody else. So Professor Chitnis was asking me whether we should hold it outside. I said, no, it is not question of money and people should come to your campus, see what campus you have built. They should know what is this MIT, right? Not outside, you only will hear the name. Here you come, you meet the people and they interact because the ambience is also important in this. So they should come here. So don't move this place, the conference next year from here to some nice hill station. Nothing is going to happen. You will feel that we arrange a conference. People will also come enjoy. They will come with their wives and say, let us have 2 days in a hill station. No, that is not the way. They must visit your campus. They must interact with your faculty. So that is very, very important according to me. And I'm getting an indication that I have to stop now. Anyway, so since Professor Sitaram said about Mahopanishad slok, Ayam Nija Paroneti, Gananam Laguchetana Santu, Udara Charitanam tu, Vasudeva Kutumbakam. So only the small-minded people say, this is mine, that is yours. Large-hearted people say, the entire world is ours, and we should protect it. So this is where, so I think, yes, we have a responsibility towards our nation and mankind at large, that through science, technology, innovation, we will protect the entire mankind. And that very nice prayer, world peace prayer, Ata Vishwatmake Deve, fantastic. And the last one, Om Purnamada Purnamadasya Purnata Purnamostate, very nice prayer. So I compliment Dr. Vishwanath Karad, Rahul Karad, and others, and the faculty members who have been working here. I'm sure you will take a message out of this conference. So National Scientist Roundtable Conference, and do something which is required. And first, I must also tell you, this so-called life transformation was a wonderful idea. I wish we do that in every home. The kids and family members keep the mobile phone away. I think that will be a better life. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I think a standing ovation for Professor G.D. Yadav sir, Padma Shri G.D. Yadav sir, for his wonderful, wonderful address and showing the vision and the pathways for the future. Thank you very much. Honorable Professor Ravi Raja Sitharaman has to have some immediate a conference again, so he has left. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. We are coming to the last part of the session. Swami Vivekananda once said that man is progressing not from error to truth. He is progressing from truth to truth. The truth which is lower to the truth which is higher. So, in this conference also, 2026, the third edition, we would like to know the feedback from the participants, from the audience, what they feel about this conference, what part is amazing, which needs to be added, which needs to be a little bit modified. So we are here to listen from some of the participants and the audience. I request the technical team to provide the microphone to the audience. Whosoever wish to ask or give the feedback, just request that the feedback should be concise and brief so that many others can also participate. So we can spend 5-7 minutes for the last part before the vote of thanks. Yes, please carry someone the mic to the audience. I request someone to carry the mic to the audience. Anyone who wants to say, raise your hands please for the feedback. The volunteers at the gate, please, I request you to please take the mic there and please move through the audience. At least 2 people, 2 volunteers, one moving towards the left and one to the right. Yes, anyone, last 5 minutes of feedback to make the conference even much larger, bigger in your view? Yes, anyone from this side? Yes.
Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, thank you, MIT authorities, for conducting this wonderful event. Thank you, sir, for coming in this event. So I came up with a project in this event. We are building an AI-powered browser. So most of you have heard about Comet from Perplexity or Atlas from OpenAI. So the main goal of ours was that not just the browsers, but if you look at any other field, let it be like social media platforms, e-commerce, anything. So all the platforms are from the US, Western platforms. So we didn't have our own platform that is known globally. So
please give the feedback about this conference which happened. Yeah.
Yes, so it's a great opportunity for everyone who's working on projects, want to build something from India. And under the guidance of the scientists and professors, everyone, it's been great to get mentorship and everything. So thank you so much.
Right, thank you, thank you. Anyone from the last? Yes, there is goes. Please go to the extreme. Ma'am, can you just walk away this way? I mean, that may help. Please.
Yes, sir. I really appreciated Professor Sitaram's talk, but he's no longer here to take my question. So let me put it to the final speaker who gave such a distinguished and wonderful talk. Sir, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Professor Yadav, we've talked about the potential of yoga in India, and I think you also were aware of it when you were talking. Tremendous potential for helping creativity as well as creating peace. Are you aware that using this inner science to develop the mind, you can do wonderful new things with artificial intelligence? AI.
Yes, thank you so much, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. My name is Kundan Lohar and I am doing PhD from MIT. My feedback for this conference that it is a great platform and opportunity for new scientists, young scientists. Apart from that, I am also a professor too. So as sir said, that actually we need to change the semester system. And when we talk about interdisciplinary systems, so we have introduced interdisciplinary system in NAP 2020, but most of the colleges are not implementing it actually. It is only on paper. Actually, students are not serious about this interdisciplinary system which is introduced by NAP 2020. So thank you so much. It is my feedback and my suggestion too. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you. Anyone next?
Yes.
Yes.
So let me firstly say thank you to the entire organizing committee for this event. It was actually good, and at least as a volunteer in the poster department, I had the opportunity to interact with some influential people. But this is my observation from the recent event. And it's actually drawn to international students here. Currently, I am a master's student here at MIT in the computer engineering department, but I didn't see participation from any international student. I don't know whether it was because of publicity, but I think we can do better in that direction, to at least incorporate international students into events like this. And then the second one was the issue about networking. At least there should be more opportunities for people to interact with people who have experience and expertise in their field so that we can tap in their knowledge and their experience. So I think the committee can next time, put more emphasis on networking. How will new people come in contact with people who already have the experience?
Yes, thank you.
So
Yes,
thank you.
Thank you, thank you. Acha, one last person, yes.
Yeah. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Vachin. I'm from Garware College. So I had done my internship in Biosciences department last in June month, and over there I got to know about this NSRTC, and I really decided to participate in it. So after that, I really enjoyed coming over here, and it is very new for like everything around here. What's happened over? I never imagined I could meet such people over here. So thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. A huge round of applause for all those who expressed their ideas about the conference. Thank you so much. We are coming to the last part of the program. As you know, friends, a conference of this stature, it requires a huge perseverance, great commitment, a large teamwork, and convener and a team of co-convener, their faculty members, everyone contributed. And here is a man, Professor Bharat Chaudhary, the convener of NSRTC 2026 and Dean Research and Development MIT WPU. I think, before he proposes word of thanks, let us have a huge round of applause for he himself, a person who steered the whole conference. So I request him to propose word of thanks. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I think many of the speakers and dignitaries have already left, and we are already late to 40. So I'll propose the vote of thanks. Chief guest of today's function, respected Padma Shri G.D. Yadav sir, CAO, Chief Academic Officer of MIT WPU, Khandekar sir, Chakravarti sir, my colleagues, and distinguished scientists, eminent academicians, awardees, delegates, faculty, students, members of media, ladies and gentlemen, namaskar. As we came to close of the third National Scientist Roundtable Conference, NSRTC 2026, it is my privilege and honor to propose the vote of thanks. In last 3 days, we have witnessed insightful deliberations, inspiring addresses, stimulating roundtable discussions, posters, projects, meaningful interactions between eminent scientists and young researchers. The conference has truly reflected the spirit of scientific excellence, innovation, collaboration, and nation building towards Viksit Bharat 2047. With utmost respect, I express my deepest gratitude to our revered Professor Dr. Vishwanath D. Karad sir for his blessings, gracious patronage, and inspiring vision of integrating science, spirituality, human values, and world peace. I express our profound gratitude to our visionary leader, Dr. Rahul V. Karad sir, for his dynamic leadership, constant encouragement, unwavering commitment to promoting scientific excellence, contributing to the vision of Viksit Bharat. We also express our gratitude to Dr. Aditi Karad Madam, Executive Director, MIT WPU, for her constant motivation and support. We are grateful to Vidyan Maharshi, Padma Vibhushan, Professor M.M. Sharma, Padma Vibhushan, Dr. R.M. Ashalkar sir, Padma Bhushan, Dr. Vijay Bhatkar sir, Padma Bhushan, Professor J.V. Joshi sir, Professor Shekhar Mande sir, other awardees, and eminent scientists, speakers, session chairs, panelists who generously shared their expertise and experience. Your contribution made this conference intellectually enriching and deeply inspiring. NSRTC would not have been possible without unwavering support, valuable ideas, and thoughtful suggestions of Dr. Ashok Joshi sir. I also express my sincere gratitude to the members of International Advisory Committee, especially Dr. Ashok Khankar from University of Utah and Professor Sanjay Magirwar from George Washington University for their valuable suggestions, encouragement, and continued support. I record my sincere appreciation for Professor R.M. Chitnis, Vice Chancellor, Dr. Prasad Khandekar, CEO, Dr. Satish Chandra Ogle, Senior Advisor, Professor Ganesh Pokle, Registrar, our co-conveners, Professor Siddharth Chakravarti, Professor Anup Kale, and Professor Varade for their involvement and contributions. I would also like to especially acknowledge Dr. Gopinath, Gopi is here, Dr. Gopinath, Dr. Rushali Pagire, Mr. Ashish Kale, Dr. Varsha Desai, and several colleagues for their sustained efforts and dedication and countless hours of work over last several months. I would like to make special mention of Dr. Gopinath for his exceptional commitment, tireless efforts, and personal attention to numerous aspects of the conference. An event of this scale is possible only through collective efforts and teamwork. Due to paucity of time, I am not taking the names of all my colleagues, but I place on record profound appreciation for the organizing committee, the theme, poster, and project coordinators, their teams, the members of committees responsible for planning, registration, scheduling, publicity and media, travel, accommodation, transportation, and license, hospitality and food, registration, stage and venue arrangement, IT, audiovisual support, felicitation, photography, videography, the abstract book, purchase, finance, inaugural and valedictory ceremony, and many others committee. So many of our faculty members and students have contributed for success of this particular conference. Thank you very much. I particularly thank to all faculty coordinators, staff members, license officers, student volunteers, support teams who work tirelessly, often behind the screens, to ensure the comfort of our guests and smooth conduct of every session. My sincere thanks goes to all delegates, researchers, poster and project presenters, faculty members, students. Their enthusiastic participation, thoughtful questions, meaningful discussions gave life and purpose to this conference. We are also grateful to the representatives of the print and electronic and digital media for extending valuable visibility to NSRTC 2026. As we conclude, let us carry forward the ideas, collaboration, and inspiration generated during these 3 days. May they translate into meaningful research, indigenous technologies, innovative solutions, and impactful contributions towards Viksit Bharat and welfare of the humanity. On behalf of MIT World Peace University and entire NSRTC team, I thank you all of you. I humbly seek the understanding and forgiveness of anyone whose name or contribution I may have unintentionally missed or for any inconvenience caused during the conference. Thanks to Dr. Milind Patre sir for anchoring this particular event. I wish our outstation guest scientist a safe and pleasant journey home, and we look forward for welcoming you again next year at MIT World Peace University. Thank you very much.
I know that food is waiting, but I think he deserves a huge round of applause than this. Representing all the faculty members, all the co-conveners for this conference. Before we conclude with National Anthem, there is an announcement that the networking lunch is organized at the ground floor of the Chanakya building. Everyone is requested to participate in that. I request now everyone to please rise in your seats for the National Anthem. After that, okay, so and after the National Anthem, please stay quiet so that the dignitaries will go over the front row and there will be a group photograph for everyone, cherishing the memories. So please don't move away after the National Anthem. Please wait wherever you are and we will have a group photograph. Thank you. Please rise for the National Anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंग उज्ज्वल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधितरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
भारत माता की, भारत माता की, भारत माता की. Please stand where you are. Please stay where you are. Everybody will be captured, even in the balcony also. Please stay.